What up, cappers, gamblers, punters, hustlers, low baggers? Happy Tuesday, August 27th to all of you. Thank you for watching Betting with the Bag. We have a lot of work to do. This is a major card. I've had an extremely busy day because we've added in the Audible, so I have not capped WNBA. When we get to the WNBA section, I need you guys to be ready, locked, and loaded to deliver the goods because with your help, I am plus units in WNBA, and it's all because of you guys. And especially it was that case in Miami where we had a very nice little week at WNBA thanks to Mr. Ski Profit. So let's continue where that is going. We have a ton of work to do. We got to break down this big MLB card. I know Poppy plays from the morning. I got Aunt Al's plays. And I only made 4 plays because there were some additions I wanted to make. We wanted to wait till more money came on Houston. We'll see if that happened. If that worked out, we wanted to make a move on the over in the Mariners-Yankees game. We have to see if that worked out as well. Lots of work to do. Shout out to all the cappers in chat. We got Vinny Cornell. My guy Vinny Cornell says the sausage selection is out and it's juicy. Says take Cards Brewers over 9 and you will be just fine. As always, take a big hunk of the junk. Jimmy, don't let it go to waste. Copy and paste. Vinny Cornell, spectacular work. Beautiful wordsmanship. And great hustle being first in the chat. Shout out to our guy Vinny Cornell. We got John Garcia. Says Cowboys win the Super Bowl. I'm sure that's just a joke to follow up Vinny Cornell's beautiful poetry. Farouk Islam in the house. Nice to be back. Nice, Farouk, my guy. Beautiful. Dear Slayer Ski, ready to get to work. Says, I agree with that Boston, Colorado over. I don't care about the wind. It's Coors Field. I don't care if it's blowing in. What do I care? Kyle Jack in the house. We are be presenting his Mac breakdown. We will be presenting Kyle Jack's Mac breakdown during this show, and I'm very excited about that. We got Dav Fenn in the house. Dav Fenn, nice to see you. He says, Taint is the Brewers. Yes. Yes, if you're looking for Taint, you've come to the right place. Matt Randall's Taint play today is Brewers Moneyline. Shout out to Nick the Slick, Jonathan Succi, Mississippi Kid. We got Ron Lofton. We got Bookie Lover Q. We got AM. We got Russell Gordy. Ron Lofton liking, oh wow, Rube led plus 10,000 when the Open's still alive. Still alive. Beautiful work, you guys. Red Girl ready to get to work. Josh Point, oh. We got Pink Eye Genie. Says, I know y'all don't need me to tell you to be on the Giants today. No, I do need that, Pink Eye Genie. I do need that. Christopher Comtini says, Mets offense, I've been sleeping. No thanks. Omar Ahmed says, Tampa Bay Houston first 5. What do you think about Tampa Bay Houston first 5 under 4.5? I would say I guess I'd like it, but we're going to talk about that game. Michael Irvina saying Giants money line is his only play on the card. Shout out to Alex Ramirez, Darnell Wilson, Lamont Williams celebrating his birthday. How can any of us have a bad day when we know a low bagger is celebrating his birthday? Shout out to Lamont Williams and all the energy that you put in. Prince of the City, 42-inch screen. Computer plugged into my TV. Okay, that still works. Aaron Maybe in the house. We got Neo Money. We got Big Ragu. We got Bubbarito. We got Not Applicable. Not Applicable's been hammering at me all day. Christopher Commentini in the house talking college football. We're going to be doing a lot of that over the next couple days. Jonathan Succi, did anyone see Georgia Tech plus 37 tomorrow at Clemson? We had one final score. I forget who gave us, and it was 72-14 was the prediction. So that would have cashed. All right. Eddie Euler in the house. Boston, Colorado over today is a street catcher. I like that. Red Girl said, Jimmy, DM me your address. I have something for you. I will, Red Girl, but there's no postal codes in Costa Rica. Nothing can actually be sent to us. It's ridiculous. You have to send it to some other place, and they put a huge tax on it. But I am intrigued. I'm very intrigued. Okay, let's go. Gerald Jones, Rico Roxas, Danny, my guy Danny Almendarez, ready to rock. Let's get to work right now. We have a lot of work to do. Brad DeFlaminus in the house says, Nats Ace Parlay. Nats Ace Parlay was a Parlay Poppy Parlay. That Parlay Poppy liked. Let's just see exactly, because I was so busy today, I didn't get a chance to retweet Parlay Poppy's action. Let's get a quick look at what Poppy's on right now. Let's get a quick look at what Parlay Poppy's on right now. And here we go. Parlay Poppy plays O'Day. He's got 1 unit on the Indians on the -1 line. A half unit parlay, just like our guy's saying. Nats with Oakland. Nats -1.5. Oakland on the money line. He's on Nats team total over 5.5. Philly team total under 2.5. First 5 at +115. And a third of a unit on Pirates first 5. Good work. Good work from our guy Parlay Poppy. Now let's see what our guy Aunt L. See what Aunt L was on. Quickly, we're going to go over Aunt L's plays from the morning show. Here he is. Oh, no, that's not. Wow, Ant. What are you, selling plays now, Ant? The hell? Aunt L has not produced his plays. Paco Healy saying no postal code. What the fuck? Yeah, man, it's a fucking mess. It's a fucking mess. Prince of the City says, my computer screen blew up in Miami. The only way to get a new one this week. Oh, respect Prince of the City. Okay. Russell Gordon says, too many on the bad Texas road team. I'm on the under 4.5. Okay, so this is how we're going to do it. If I'm already on a play, we're going to briefly discuss it and not too much. Let's get everything up. We need the opening lineups from RotoWire. Here we go. We got opening lineups and we got market moves. Let's start there. We're going to start with the Orioles Nationals. Orioles lineup. Alberto is in the lineup. He was dealing with a head contusion and a cervical neck strain. Sounds like that's what happens when you try to blow yourself. That's what Hanser Alberto has been dealing with. But no concussion. He's good to go. He's opening up this lineup batting first, playing third base. And Trey Mancini, Santander, Nunez, VR, Severino, Wilkerson, Martin, and Aaron Brooks pitching. Confirmed lineup for the Nationals. Turner, Eaton, Rendon, Soto, Cabrera, Adams, Robles, Yan Gomes, and then Corbin. Let's take a look at what the market moves are telling us. Here we go. Dwayne Reed, today's premium picks. Phillies money line, Reds money line. Okay, I'll copy and paste this. And off of a 5-0 day, our guy, Dom Ricci, 5-0 day is just on Mets and even money. So we're going to talk about all these things. We got to keep a brisk pace. Just going to copy and paste our guy Dwayne Reed's plays. So Dwayne Reed's on the Phillies money line, Reds money line, White Sox first 5 innings, back in Giolito. Arizona Diamondbacks and A's, Kansas City under 10. Book 11 Q says, bookmaker is down, can't make bets. Does SBR have any insight since they pushed the product? Very good question. Very good question. I'll ask Rafa. Rafa, could you send a message over to SBR Drew and see, we have people asking if we have any information on bookmaker being down? Thank you. Christopher Comentini says teams love coming to Anaheim and smashing the baseball. We're going to talk about that, but let's keep rolling. So, in this Orioles Nationals, Parlay Poppy was also on the team total over 5.5, and he was using the -1.5 in a parlay. This is not a situation that I think that I want to be in. It reminds me of a rested Nats team, unlike the Braves who were tired, but in a letdown spot, just a clear letdown spot. It reminds me of when that Braves team went into the Miami Marlins and lost game 1 of that series badly with Keuchel on the mound. It reminds me of that situation. Is that going to happen? I'm not saying it's going to happen, but we've had that 3-cent move towards these Nationals. There had been a 10-cent move, so a little bit of buyback on the Orioles. We had Ben, sports pick 24/7, take the Orioles first 5 plus a half, first 5. There's Fight Brand B in the house, says I'm on Mets all day in this spot. Melvin Batten says, Jimmy, can you quickly recap plays from today's show? Yes, I can. Christopher Comentini says, Corbin at home, lights out. Yeah, he's a very good pitcher at home. It just feels like a letdown spot. Eddie Oler has Nats blowing the Orioles away. I'm not making a move on this game. I'm staying off of it. I mean, what do you have to take them on the on the -1.5? What are they? They're -1.5. We're getting, I'm guessing -200. No. -150. Now, Antoine Seymour on the full game over. Let's see what's going on in the total department. The total opened up at 9.5. Juice to the under. It's still at 9.5, but at even money. There's my guy Sam Berhe in the house. You know, I'm not making a move. I'm not making a move on this game. Yeah, we're looking for Bookmaker. The site Bookmaker. Thank you. We're just getting questions about Bookmaker site being down. Just Bookmakers. Okay. All right, I am on the Pirates first 5 at +126. First 5 at +126. Let's see what I'd get right now if I back these Pirates. Oh, and sorry, Melvin was asking about all the plays from the early show. I'll give them to you really quick. I'm only on 4 because I'm going to add a couple here. I'm on the Pirates first 5 at plus 126. I'm on the Indians Tigers over 9.5 at minus 110. I'm on the... Oh, I didn't make that move yet. I'm on the over 13.5 at minus 102 in Red Sox Rockies. And I am on the first 5 under 4.5 from Rangers Angels. The Mr. Jocelyn is on the Indians run line minus 0.5, minus 105. Ben Sportsbook 27, his big dog play of the day. Orioles first 5 plus 0.5 at plus 177. And the taint play of the day is the Brewers. Lamont Williams, max bet Cincinnati money line. And that's what it is. Those are the plays from the morning show. Let's keep rolling. Let's keep rolling. We got Ski Profit in the house. He's rested off of a nap. We're going to need him heavily when we get to WNBA. Okay, so let's keep rolling. I'm on Pirates first 5 plus 126. If I wanted to bet it now, best I could get is plus 120. I like it. I like it. It's a plus 110 at Bet Online, plus 115 at William Hill, UWager, Intertops, Heritage, and plus 117 at Bookmaker. I like it. Simply put, let's move on past this game. Simply put, I think Drew Smiley can get touched. And Lamont Williams says, I forgot to tell you I'm on vacation too. Respect, Lamont. So, Ron Lofton says, I believe I've got a lot of Ant's plays. I've got a lot of Ant's plays written here on my card, so don't worry. I'll go over Ant's plays. So, and Melvin Batanzas says, I'm now following you on Twitter. I couldn't believe I wasn't following you. I think that Drew Smiley can get touched enough by a team that can't hit lefties. Let's take a look at this Pittsburgh lineup. Newman, who's batting very nicely off the number 1 spot, batting over 300 there. Reynolds, Marte, Bell, Osuna, Moran, Diaz, Frazier, Brault. For the Phillies, Hoskins, Realmuto, Harper, Segura, Dickerson, Hernandez, Rodriguez, Hazley. I just think Smiley will get touched enough. I think he'll get touched enough. Let's move on to the next spot. We have Braves, Jays. We are waiting to find out if, in fact, it was going to be the Font Godly combination. Let's see what we have here for the Jays. Do we have the... Yes, we do. It is the Font Godly combination. Let's go to RotoWire opening looks. Yes, Font and Godly. What are we going to get from them? Atlanta being traveling. Atlanta being on the road. This is the lineup for the Jays. Bichette, Biggio, Guerrero Jr., Tellez, Greichuk, Smoke, McKinney, McGuire, Fisher. For the Braves, Acuna, Albies, Freeman, Donaldson, Joyce, Swanson, Ortega, Flowers, Hamilton. How could they not be an exhausted group? There's Ron Crawford in the house. How could they... Black Betty. How could they not... And John Jr. on UCLA, it's a move that we probably need to make. A move we probably need to make. Let's look at the market move here with the Braves-Jays spot. We have to keep moving. We have to keep a brisk pace. And full game money lines and spreads here at sportsbookreview.com. And as we get closer to football season, don't forget about our $50K contest. $50,000 up for grabs, free to enter. Hit the link at the bottom of the page. Also hit the link at the best sportsbook page. Look at the A and A plus sportsbooks. Choose the sportsbook that best works for you. These Braves open up at minus 185. They're now at minus 179. The Jays open up. The total opens up at under 9.5. Now at under 9.5 as well, but juiced a little less. Sorry, I'm getting a message here from Rafa. All right. It's so Drew from SBR is saying that bookmaker's up. I need to know from Drew whether bookmaker is up. Because at this point, I'm not seeing line movement from bookmaker. Okay. Eddie Oler saying Soroka, a Canadian in Toronto. Yes. Calgary boy, 21 years old. And Bookie Lover Q saying Soroka didn't go to Colorado. So Soroka's ready to go. What are we going to get from Font? What are we going to get from Godly? That is the question. And how are you going to make a move on it? We were talking to Ant L earlier in the year. I was saying, man, these games full of openers when you're dealing with just bullpens are very tricky. They're very difficult. And I know a lot of cappers that just leave them alone. Is this a spot where we should leave it alone? I think so. There's been a 3-cent move to the over. Soroka is going to pitch well. Are the Braves' bats going to be tired? Is the under a possible move here? Let's take a look at the weather. 75 Fahrenheit, mostly cloudy, 12 miles per hour to right center. This game is too many question marks. Christopher Comentini saying Jay's coming back from the West Coast. Mally Mal saying under. Look, Mally Mal, I get it. That's a lot of wind in Toronto. That's a lot of wind. And it's warm. It's 75 Fahrenheit. The roof's got to be open there. Look, I don't feel comfortable with an edge on that game, and I'm not going to make it. Wally George liking the Mets tonight. I like it. Rem Most in the house. Said, did I miss Jimmy choking up with tears? Hey, there were no tears. There were no tears. I got choked up Monday morning, but there were no tears. It just spilled. Okay, let's stay focused. All right. Viper MB says, Jimmy, how's your NFL record from last year? It was good. It was good considering I lost 8.5 units in week 17 like a schmuck. I had a good record. We'll pull up what the final record was from last year. It was good, but it'll be better this year. It'll be better this year getting a full year of working together with Donnie and Whale Capper. Okay, let's move on. I'm not making a move on this J spot. QQ says, Donaldson got those boys fired up. Jays gave up on him. That's why they We didn't give up on him. He just didn't want to be part of the rebuild. He's a gamer. His dad's a murderer. Doesn't want to be part of a rebuild. Dom Reach says, gotta like these Blue Jays. Braves went to New York, Colorado, Toronto. I lean Blue Jays in the over. The last time Dom said that was yesterday with the Rockies, and he cashed that with the under. Look, I'm off it. Kevin Tantillo, Jays first 5, team total under 1.5. Okay, we're getting told that Bookmaker is live now. That's what we're getting told. Had issues earlier in the day. It is live now. Thank you very much, Rafa, for finding that information. Let me know if that's not the case. We have the Corey Mack attack play of the day. Diamondbacks money line plus 120. Also liking Brewers money line for 2 units. Interesting. Corey Mack on the Diamondbacks and the Brewers, because we've already had Pink Eye Genie tell us that the Giants are the play. Neil Mighty says there were no tears because Jimmy was just dehydrated. Oh, that's funny. And Russ Corey said, Dom, I said that too. Too much travel. There's Cuban Connect in the house. Okay. So I'm off Jays Braves. Don't feel comfortable. Don't feel like there's an angle for me. Now we get the Cubs Mets. Look, I get that you guys are back in this Cubs-Mets spot and back in the Mets. Everybody's saying Mets. I get that the Cubs are bad on the road. I get that Yu Darvish is coming off a bad start, but Stroman's coming off a hamstring injury. Let's look at these lineups. Cubs, Hayward, Castellanos, Bryant, Baez, Schwarber, Happ, Caratini, Russell. For the Mets, Rosario, McNeil, Alonso, Conforto, Ramos, Davis, Panic, and Frazier. This is a game where at this point, I don't feel comfortable with the side or total. Let's go. Cubs opened up a minus 107. They're now minus 111. This total was initially juiced to the over. It's now juiced to the under. When Marcus Stroman is being in a New York Mets jersey, he's got a 1.78 whip, 10 walks, and 19 2/3. Mally Mal says this is the type of series Cubs win. I get it. To refer. Joy Jackson, I'm fading Angels, Phillies, Rays for the rest of the year. Ron Crawford says Cubs here. Let's look at what Ron Crawford's plays are. I didn't read them out, did I? Where's Ron Crawford's plays? Ron Crawford's spreadsheet plays. Oakland, Cleveland, Washington, Houston. Oakland, Cleveland, Washington, Houston. This is another spot. Prince of the City in the house, giving up. God, Prince of the City went 9-0 in tennis when we were in Miami. This is a spot where I don't feel comfortable on an angle. I just don't feel comfortable. And America on the Mets. A Niev on the Mets. Eric Jones on the Cubs. And there's Alex Ramirez, 2 plays of the day. Phillies money line and the Nats run line. Alex Ramirez, Phillies money line, Nats run line. Kyle Jack says Cubbies for me. Look, I get it. Oh, here we go, Barry Block. I'm trying to copy and paste all of Barry Block's college stuff so we can break some of it down. And you know what I can do is, you know what I'm going to do is I can go over a bunch of the college stuff I've copied and pasted and hammer it on one sheet. Okay, let's keep rolling right now. I am off of Cubs Mets. Those of you who are on it, best of luck. Now we're at the Indians. I'm already on the over 9.5 and minus 110. We talked at length about the Jose Ramirez jersey. We see it from different sides. This 9.5 is now at minus 115. So I beat that market move by 5 cents. I almost got it at 105, but it changed while I was making the bet. And we have a little bit of buyback on the Cleveland Indians. A little bit of buyback on the Cleveland Indians. Now, I know that there was an initial move towards the Detroit Tigers. But this is a must-sweep series for the Cleveland Indians. And I would like to start taking them on the minus 1 line throughout this series. Red Girls on the Indians over and the Cleveland money line. I am going to make a move right now on the Indians minus 1, and that will be my first addition on this card. Let's go to money lines right now. What's the Stu Chaos saying? Okay, Astute Chaos is on Baltimore, Washington over 10 and Cleveland team total over 5. And there's our guy, Muhammad Joma, says, love the Indians and A's on the run line. Back in the Indians and the Rays, I'm copying, pasting both of Astute Chaos and Muhammad Joma's action so we can share. There we go. Copy, paste. And Ron Crawford says Cleveland spreadsheet. I was hesitant to take the Indians. And Russell Gordy said, nothing is a must, LOL. Don't trust Cleveland, Jimmy. Every time Russell Gordy said that the line is fishy, he's been right. But I expect the Cleveland Indians to show the heart of their general manager, Tito, and take care of business here in this game. And I'm taking the Indians on the -1 line. That's giving me a money line of -149. That's available. Bookmakers changing odds here, so bookmaker must be back. Indians at -149 is the money line. Money line -149. And the -1.5 here on the spread. Alfonso Acosta says Cleveland, no doubt. Rico Roxa says Cleveland should sweep. And Bookie Lover Q says Cleveland, easy money. And we broke down the reasons why. We talked about it all on the morning show. We just don't have time for that on the late show. Here we go. I'm getting a -100 at Pinnacle. -1.5 at -100. All right. I'm already on the over. Joey Jack says, good luck, Jimmy. Thank you, Joey Jack. And Nutflush on saying the number is too low at 8.5. I know the Shark is throwing well. He's talking about the Giants game. He's our San Francisco Giants expert. Has thrown well, but he's in a spot here to give up runs. Also, the Giants no leak and will feel comfortable hitting him. I can see the Shark giving up runs. Nutflush Allen, does that mean you are on the over? Does that mean you are on the over, Nutflush Allen? I would like to hear facts that you're on the over there. Okay, let's keep rolling along here. Reds, Marlins. This was a game we didn't break down in the morning show. Let's take a little bit of time. Luis Castillo, Caleb Smith. Luis Castillo, Caleb Smith. Let's take a look at what the market has done. Man, we're not going to have enough time for this show. I'm already seeing it. I'm already seeing me panic here with time. Okay, let's see if we can get through this card in 15 or 20 minutes. Here we go. Castillo Smith. The Reds opened up at -147. They're now -157. A 10-cent move towards them. This total opened at 7 juice to the over. It's still juice to the over, but 4 cents buyback. Now it's -116. -116. There's Reagan Anthony in the house. A lot of people talking tennis. Feel free to hammer it here. Okay. Let's go. Reds, Marlins. Castillo, Smith. Reds are hitting 261, 756 OPS versus lefties. Marlins 239, 662 OPS versus righties. And they've been dealing with the Brian Anderson injury quite well. They've been putting up runs. And we watched them put up 19 runs. I was going to say and a half. What the hell's wrong with me? 19 runs live in person. Here's the lineups for the Reds. Senzel, Votto, Suarez, Aquino, Irvin, Iglesias, Casali, Galvis. God, what happened to this lineup? So weak. For the Marlins, Birdie, Ramirez, Cooper, Walker, Diaz, Alfaro, Brinson, Dean, and Caleb Smith. Pink Eye Genius is something telling me to take Marlins first 5 at a plus price. I get that. Christopher Comentini saying Votto back for Cincy. Christopher Comentini liking over 7 runs. A D saying Braves James should go under 9.5. And Nutflash Allen says yes to the over. That will be an addition on my card. I don't want to trust the Reds here. Luis Castillo coming off a nice start, but the start before that he got destroyed. Caleb Smith's at home feeling good. These Marlins are feeling good about themselves. I'm not taking the Reds here. I'm off. Let's keep rolling. And speaking of Smith, bad ERA, bad record in August. But at Marlins Park, 6-2 with a 3.32 ERA. You know what? Caleb Smith hasn't had a quality start since July 23rd. That's a long time. Eddie Orla giving us the final score of Reds 4, Marlins 3. Brandon Lugo says Caleb Smith has fallen off big time. Don't know if he's burnt or what. 4-0 record in July with 3.48 ERA, 5.66 ERA in August. His strikeout per 9 is up, but his home run rate is up as well. You know, a thing about Luis Castillo that I was shocked when I read was that, and I didn't read it, I had to go into his game log. His last 7 starts have all been at home. 9 of his last 10 starts have been at home. Now he jumps on the road. I know he's been spectacular at Marlins Park, 1-0, 0.55 ERA. Been spectacular against the Marlins, 2-0, 0.39 ERA. But maybe he's feeling a little arm deterioration this late in the season. At Les Party says, everyone going with Reds, Marlins sneaky win tonight, if not tomorrow. There's Ben Diaz in the house. I'm off. Let's go to Cardinals Brewers. Michaelis Hauser. We know that the taint play of the day is the Milwaukee Brewers. Taint play of the day, Milwaukee Brewers. Hauser and the Brew Crew opened up at minus 125. They're now minus 133, and 8 cent move towards them. This total opened up at 9 with juice to the over. It's now at 9.5, juice to the under. Michaelis Hauser. This was another game. I was a little betwixt because of how bad Michaelis has been and how good Hauser's been. It makes me want to jump on these Brewers. But do you want to get in the way of a team that's playing baseball as good as the Cardinals? They've won 5 straight. They've won 8 of 9. They won 14 of 17. Ron Crawford says they fit the spreadsheet. Paco Healy says, if you had a chance to do laundry yet or still rocking the stank, Paco Healy, as you may have guessed, I'm still rocking the stank. So much so that I had to take this shirt off of my desk. This is a shirt that Gokster gave us, but I've got so much stank going on right now that I had to take a shirt that's an ornament on my desk and wear it. And now I'm stinking that up. Yeah, I reek. Okay. M. Holland says, Jimmy, off every play. You got to let them hands go like a boxer. I'm not off every play. Okay, let's keep rolling. Not off every play. I got lots of action on this card. Enough for me. I got a lot of action on this card, but I don't need the force. I don't need the reach. Mally Mouse says Brewers over 9. Rico Roxa says Cardinals too hot. I don't want to get in the way of Cardinals, but should we? Russell Gordy saying Sparks plus 7 is a lock. I'm not going to. There's the sports keg in the house. Shout out to the sports keg. I'm not going to get in the way. I know Michaelis has been bad. Kyle Jack says, let's go Cards. I'm off the game. Let's move on to Twins White Sox. Ants on the Twins. Our guy Gas Station Sushi said that he was max betting the Twinkies. Let's take a look at what the market move is being here quickly. Scotty Wobb says, Russell, WNBA. Yes, we're going to be talking about WNBA, but feel free to start talking about it in the chat if you guys want to. We're going to need, and we need ski props for that too. And enough flash on over 8.5 in that Giants game. Okay. This Giolito Pineda spot. Open at 8.5, now at 9. Huge move towards these Twinkies. And I'm not on it. Now, look, not applicable on the White Sox money line. I want Giolito to pitch well. I want him to, but he said that his last start was the best I've ever felt pitching in my life. Does that mean it continues here against a team that's going to break the record in home runs this year? That's up for you to decide. For me, I'm not going to take the Twins when there's been this giant move. See, what am I talking about? Sorry, my fault. Sorry, lack of sleep and my stank. There's been a giant move towards the White Sox. Now it's because the Twins have value. Sorry, my fault. My fault. I'm not sleeping. There's cash action bets. Nice to see you. Man, it's been a while. If I had to make a play right now, sure, I'd back the Twins. The White Sox offense has been anemic, but something happens when they have Giolito on the mound. Ants on the Twins, Gas Station Sushi's on the Twins. I need the Twins to lose. I did not hedge my plus 1,100 with the Indians, and that may cost me $500. Ty Clinton says White Sox Twins game goes either way. Let's take a look at these lineups and see how bad this White Sox lineup's been. Garcia, Anderson, Abreu, Moncada, McCann, Jimenez, Goins, Sanchez, Engel. For the Twinkies, Garver, Polanco, Cruz, Rosario, Sano, Gonzalez, Cron, Cave, Scope. Look, I don't want to put my money on either side here. I want to cheer for the Twins to lose, and I want to cheer for the Indians to win. I also want to cheer for the Indians to hit the over 9.5. I want to get paid. And I want to get that plus 1,100. I got $125 on it. Cash action bets also on the Twins. I'm not on them. M. Holland said, I've been killing tennis. Hit me up. You're beautiful. Beautiful. Keep killing it, M. Holland. We do a lot of our work on Twitter. You should join us. Polo That says Twins are looking shaky. I don't see them looking that shaky. I see the Twins playing good ball. They're 8-4 over the last 12. In those 12 games, they've outscored their opposition by 24 runs. They've put up 86 of them. M. Holland liking Sky in the points. Okay, I'm moving on. I'm not making a move on that game. Here we go. This was a bet that I didn't make on the morning show because I thought I could get a better line. And it's Rays first 5 plus a half. Neil Frank says White Sox struggle against right-handed pitching. I don't see Giolito getting crushed first 5. Under is worth a look. Interesting. Brett DeFlam is saying first 5 under as well. Okay, why don't we just quickly look at what that first 5 under is. Minnesota, White Sox. It's at 5. It was juiced to minus 120. No, it's still there. That's an interesting look for the first 5. Let's see what the weather is in Minnesota. 12 miles per hour out to left center. I do not want to back a pitcher right after he says, it's the best I've ever felt in my life, and then he sees the same lineup again. This makes me uncomfortable. See what Pink Eye Genie says. Avila in the lineup for the Snakes is always leak as a fade, but Avila's a cherry on top. We stealing money now. My bookie was pissed when I hit him up today to pay me. Respect, Pink Eye Genie. All right, Rays, first 5 plus a half. Coco Bongo said, I probably had better luck with Larry's handball picks than the roller coaster ride that is MLB. If you're going to focus on any handball picks, I think it should be Freddie's. Freddie's African handball is being elite. Okay. I'm going to make a move here. First 5 spread in this Rays game. Damn. I should have made the move. Some money's come back on the Rays. I can still get a plus 105. The best I could have gotten was a plus 108, so it's not that big of a deal, but that was a mistake by me. I'm taking Rays first 5 plus a half, a plus 105. I know Morton hasn't been quite as good since coming off the IL, but I think he can step up here. Verlander is a beast. I know. But these pitchers, ERA whips, aren't too far apart. Now, I know Verlander has what? The best strikeouts in the most strikeouts in the majors. He has the best whip in the majors. But I think there's too much value on Morton first 5 here. He recorded the final out 2017 World Series for these Astros. Dog Bry says Houston 15-3 after off day hammer it. Sportskeg says Elite African Handball is the name of my new cover band. I will listen. Let's take a look at these lineups. Let's Pink Eye saying about WNBA home dogs saying like 70% this year. There. Okay, let's take a look at these lineups. For the Rays, Sogard, Meadows, Pham, Choi, Garcia, Wendell, Darno, Duffy, Adames. For the Astros, Springer, Altuve, Brantley, Bregman, Alvarez, Gurriel, Toro at third base. Chirino at catcher. And Reddick, who's fallen off in right field. I'm going to take a shot. Guru says, you better get more than plus 105. Morton gets beat to death tonight by Astros after an off day. Guru is on the same look as Gerald. It was Gerald Martinez, right? It was, who was saying, giving the, no, Dog Bry. Dog Bry, Guru on the same side. Tom Reed said, Houston, great record when rested. And Gory Mac says, Stros get it done tonight. Polo this, Polo that says, real sports and playoff baseball soon to come. Christopher Comte said, Astros are humiliated last out with Verlander. They will smoke. I'm taking the Rays first 5 plus a half and plus 105. All right. Then we have A's Royals. Parlay Poppy looking at the first 5 under 5.5 in this spot. First 5 under a half in this spot. Mally Mouse says Houston Tampa playoff atmosphere under. Our guy Brad says under 7.5 Astros, 4th best under team in the league. Rays bats mediocre at best. Griffin Jr. liking the over. Okay, we got to keep moving here. A's Royals. Montgomery Fires. Let's see what the market move. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Montgomery Fires. Let's see what the market move has been in A's Royals. Here we go. Full game, money lines, and totals. Let's take a look right now. God, that's first half. Come on. Your shit together. Here we go. A's open at minus 160. They're now minus 200. 40-cent move. Everybody watched 19 runs yesterday. Think it's going to happen again. Montgomery and the total opens at 9.5. It's now at 10. Let's look at that first half. Now, I know the A's eat off of lefties. But after scoring 19 runs, are they going to be able to put it together again? Let's see. Under 5.5 is an interesting look. 5 Dimes has brought that down to 5. Under 5.5, first 5. I don't want to make that bet, but I expect. And Russell Gordon saying Rays lost last 2. Be careful. It's a White Claw. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Poppy's new name is White Claw. Kyle Jack says, A's just too much of an easy play. I do not like backing a team after they score 19 runs. I do not like backing a team after there's been a 40-cent move towards them. Russell Gordon says, Fires is not minus 200. Luchase Fox in the house. Nice to see Luchase Fox being too long. Says, A's all day. I don't care what that they are or what the score was yesterday. Carlos Thomas, yes. Brewers taint play is the taint play. Brewers is the taint play. Guru says, if Fire's not minus 200, who is? 10 wins last 18 games and left with the lead. 7 out of 9, no decisions. That's Span. She'll be back. I don't like backing a team after scoring 19 runs. I'm staying off A's Royals. Let's move on to Red Sox Rockies. I jumped on the over 13.5, regardless of how hard the wind was blowing in. Over 13.5 and minus 102. Let's see what I'll get right now. Full game totals here in the Colorado spot. Colorado, Boston. Over 13.5 could get a plus 100. There's a plus 100 at 5 dimes. That doesn't concern me. But we did see Pinnacle move that first 5 down to 7 from an 8, and that did concern me. But they moved it back to 7.5. I like seeing that. Okay. Let's see when Pinnacle made that move, first 5 back up. Here we go, totals. They moved it back up at 10.55. 10.59, it was over 7.5, was at minus 108. Money coming in on the under at that point. I like the over in this game. I think Porcello gets touched. Mama Joe is saying, yes, Jimmy, 19 runs, but they're off a terrible series against the Giants. I get that. And Lou Chase Fox says, Fires is awesome. I watched him pitch a no-hitter live. 1 of 2. He's got a couple under his belt. I also like the Redskins, but I'm concerned that they've given up. The real DJX says, I like the over, but I took minus 1.5 on the run line. I get it. Alfonso saying Red Sox run line a lock. Don Ricci says, what makes you think the Rockies are going to hit? It's because Porcello is bad on the road. And these Rockies hit 264, 768 OPS versus righties. Let's take a look at their lineup. Blackman, Story, Arenado, Murphy, McMahon, Desmond, Hilliard in center field, Walters catching, and Rico Garcia. For the Red Sox, Betts, Devers, Bogarts, Martinez, Moreland, Brock, Holt, Vasquez, Bradley Jr. Farsha saw me leading under 13.5. Russell Gordy saying under. Pink Eye Ginny liking the Red Sox team total over 7.5 plus 104. No, I've not tried the Popeye sandwich. All right, I'm on the under 13.5. And Eddie Euler says 13 and 12 in a row, guys, on Red Sox overs 13.5. Okay. I'm not going to double up. I'm not going to add the first 5, but I'm on the full game over 13.5. Let's talk Diamondbacks, Giants. Mike Leake, overall, okay year. I mean, not great, 4.77 ERA, 1.34 whip. But as a Diamondback, he's 0-2, 8.02 ERA, 1.88 whip, 9 Ks in 21 and a third. 8 home runs. He's almost allowed more home runs than he has struck people out. Now, Flush Allen has told us to jump on this full game over. Let's take a look at what we are dealing with. It opened at 8. It's now at 8.5. Nut Flush says to jump. We jump. Russell Gordy saying Giants first 5, book it. I think we make 2 moves here. I think we make a move on the over. And I think we make a move on the Giants money line. That would be combining our San Francisco Giants expert, Nut Flush Allen, and our Arizona Diamondbacks expert, Pink Eye Genie, who's not only our Diamondbacks expert, he's also our Pink Eye expert. Spreads awareness. This was plus 136. There's been a big move towards them. Non-applicable says, how high? I am now making a move on... Oh, sorry. I was talking about the market moves towards the Diamondbacks and Mike Leake. Sorry, Diamondbacks, Mike Leake. Sorry, I barely slept. Dom Reach said Tehran, whose average shut them down yesterday. I hear that, Dom. I think they get to Porcello. I think Tehran's better than Porcello. Murphy Jr. says, I'm going to be drinking heavily in silence. I find that's the best way capping tonight's game. I think that's the best way of watching tonight's game. I don't know about capping it. All right. Eddie Euler says, I had the Giants circled this morning. I do not want to go up against this market move. Let's see when it happened. We're going to go to Pinnacle. Pinnacle opened up the Giants at minus 146. Immediately, money came on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Okay, I'm not going to go against the market move. That just does not work out well for me. What I will do is take the over. I've changed my mind. I'm going to only take the full game over. That market move scares me. Call it what you want to call it. I'm a fucking alcoholic. Don't put on. Okay, I'm jumping on it right now. Over 8.5 and minus 102 at 5 dimes. Over 8.5. Over 8.5 and minus 102. All right. Book it, bank it, take it, book it. All right. Rangers, Angels. I jumped on the first 5 under 4.5 at -103. We got to get through these last games. I jumped on the first 5 under 4.5 at -103. Let's see what we get right now. Got to make moves. Got to make moves. Here we go. Now I could get it at -101. That's not great. But I'm fine. Miner's being very good. Since he knew he was going to stay in Texas. These Rangers are bad against lefties. Before you take out Gallo and Mazzara. Let's see if we can take a quick look at what we're dealing with here. If we can see, we have the Angels lineup in. Let's see if we have the Rangers too. And no, we don't. No, we don't. The Angels lineup: Fletcher, Trout, Ohtani, Upton, Pujols, Simmons, Calhoun, Rengifo, and Max Stassi. Joe M says Miner got rocked last game against LA. Let me see if I can give you the date. If I can see the date on that quickly. I'm going to see the date on that right now. Here we go. Let's get the quick date on that, because if that's when he was falling apart, I bet you it's when he was falling apart thinking, oh, I got to move my family. Life's so tough for us. What a little bitch. When he was going through his little bitch phase, he was a fade, and I faded him. But now he's like, oh, my kids stay home and stay in their school. Everything's going to be okay. Mike Miner here. Take a quick look. When he pitched against the Angels, oh, Jesus, it was just last week. What the fuck am I talking about? Man, that's when I was heavily intoxicated in Miami. Looking at the Angels again. Maybe this was a bad look. Oh, fuck, man. Okay. Well, I've already made the bet. And L's on it. Mike Miner better have a start here. Brad says Heaney did have a great outing against the Angels last, Joey Jackson, Angels fade. Pink Eye Genie says if the Diamondbacks win, they would be an over 500 team and move ahead of the Giants in the division. That is not happening. Giants win a close one. I lean under as well. All right. Viper MB says Jimmy hates Greinke and Miner. Yes, I do. Couple of bitches. At least one of them, or they both don't care about winning. Fuck them both. All right. Dodgers, Padres. Bueller, Quantrill. 71 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy out to right field. We have a Dodgers team that's 40 games over 500, but only 6 games over 500 on the road. Rich G said that Jameson erased that last minus start. I have no recollection of it whatsoever. Kyle Quantrill, 6-4, 3.32 ERA, 1.09 whip. 81 in the third, 70 Ks, 19 walks. Look, I'm drying out right now. You can expect accountability for what happens in Major League Baseball this week. Dodgers rating 263, 834 OPS versus righties. Padres rating 239, 719 OPS versus righties. Let's see if we got their lineups up. And we don't. I'm going to try refreshing this quickly. And we don't. Okay, let's look at market moves quickly. Here we go. That's the first 5. We're going to go to full game, money lines, and totals. Here we go. The Dodgers open up at -170. They're now at -190. A 20-cent move towards the LA Dodgers. This total opened at 8.5. It is now at 8. Joe M says Dodgers under always. And Eddie Euler says Jimmy doesn't like mental midgets and flakes like Sagan and Ben. You're absolutely right. Not applicable says Jimmy on the early stages of Alzheimer's. That is quite possible as well. And Pink Eye Genie says, trust me, it's like clockwork with the Diamondbacks. They get you all excited, then put up a stinker. That comes tonight. Diesel Eugene's on Washington, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Boston, New York, all on the run line. Guru Sports Bets is on the under 8. Red Girls on the Dodgers first 5. Going to be juiced. Paco Healy, our San Diego Padres expert, enters the fray. Says Cal has been good lately. I like that under, still at 8. Well, your Padres bullpen looked very good yesterday. The Padres got me again when I was on them first 5 in another Lauer start, and they cashed the full game and lose the first 5. But this feels like another spot where I'd prefer to go back to the first 5. We've just had their bullpens come out and look good. Now what happens here? But it opened at 4.5. How long was that 4.5? Let's see what Pinnacle opened the first 5 total at. They did as well. And it was at 4.5 all day today. And I could have got it at 4.5 in the morning show. I'm not going to take it at 4 when I could have got it at 4.5. I'm off this game. I should have jumped on that under 4.5 this morning. I did not. Farshad Asami says Dodgers money line. Don't overthink it. I'm going to stay off. Let's go to Yankees-Mariners. Yankees-Mariners, Tanaka, Kikuchi. We got to move on to the MAC breakdown. I'd like to move on right now. We're going to full game, money lines, and totals. I was hoping that this might move down to a 9. It has not. Tanaka has not looked good. Kikuchi has also not looked good. Let's quickly look at this. Oh, we don't have the lineups up. Let's look at Tanaka's last few starts quickly here. And then let's put a bow on this baseball card and get to our MAC conference breakdown and then talk WNBA. Here we go. MLB. Here we go. Okay, Tanaka. Let's take a quick look at exactly what he's been doing as of late. Tanaka, last start at Oakland, 5 earned runs, 6 innings. Then he had a nice start at home against Cleveland, and then a nice start at Toronto. So 2 nice starts and then gets lit up. Before that, he was getting destroyed. His numbers on the road, 6.58 ERA, 1.45 whip. He has not been good on the road. Now let's move over to Kikuchi. Oh, Kikuchi in the house. Kikuchi's last start was spectacular. Complete game, 9 innings, 0 earned runs. You know what? I know that I wanted to talk about the amount of people who would be romanticizing this all-Japanese matchup, and I wanted to take the over. I know Ski Profit talked about the over, but this is not a spot that excites me with the over. I think that Kikuchi always looked up to Tanaka and could step up. Tanaka may care about this. Eddie Euler says Kikuchi extra 4 days rest for his matchup against his countrymen. Drew Patterson says it's hard to bet Yanks unders. I am not following through with my over that I was going to make a move on earlier. I am not following through with my over, and that is your MLB card. That is your MLB card. Ski Profit said Tanaka at night, 2-5, 5.99 ERA. Kikuchi at night, 2-6, 5.59 ERA. And Russell Gordon says egg roll night, take over, period. I've decided to stay off of that. No, Earl, we're going to be talking about WNBA right after our quick MAC breakdown. This is my MLB card. My MLB card consists of the Pirates' first 5 at plus 126. Then I move on to Indians -1. That's a -149 money line and a -100 run line. I'm also on the over 9.5 in Indians Tigers, over 9.5 and -110. Then I'm off Reds Marlins. I'm off Cardinals Brewers. I am off Twins White Sox. I'm on the Rays first 5 plus a half at plus 105. There's our guy Fat Fist in the house. I'm off A's Royals. I'm on the over 13.5 at -102 in Red Sox Rockies. I'm on the over 8.5. I'm on the over 8.5 at -102 in Diamondbacks Giants. And I'm on the first 5 under 4.5 in Rangers Angels. And that, my friends, is my MLB baseball card right there. Before we get into WNBA, we are going to move on to our MAC breakdown. Our MAC breakdown brought to us by Mr. Kyle Jack, none other than Mr. Kyle Jack, someone that I believe in dearly. He is our MAC expert, and he's been spectacularly good in these season previews and the breakdowns. Last year, I read out the season preview, and you know, it's a little, you want to jazz it up a little bit, so I made sure that we got at least some graphics. So first off, we're going to talk about let's talk about MAC East, and let's talk about last year. Last year, he did an absolutely great job. For the MAC East, Kyle Jack was on close to every team's conference wins. He was perfect on Ohio and Kent State, and he was just 1 game off for Buffalo, Akron, Miami. He was also very good with the MAC West. He was perfect on Northern Illinois and Western Michigan. He did an excellent job breaking everything down last year. And now we get to the 2019 action. Now, nationally ranked, Toledo is number 73, the highest nationally ranked team in the MAC. The lowest is Bowling Green at 129. Rafa, my man, can you please put up Kyle Jack's 2019 predictions for the MAC East? That is the 29 predictions for the MAC East. Here we go. The MAC East seems pretty clear. Kyle has Ohio taking it with Buffalo, Kent, Miami of Ohio fighting it out for the middle table. Bowling Green and Akron filling in the bottom 2 spots. That is the MAC East. Now, let's bring in Kyle Jack's breakdown of the MAC West. There we go. Mac West. He's on Western Michigan. But he thinks the West will be a hard-fought battle between Western Michigan, Toledo, with NIU and Eastern Michigan fighting for the mid, and Ball State and Central Michigan filling in the bottom spots for season-long bets. He says there's no value on the East unless you want to bet Ohio at very short odds. He's not going to do that. He thinks the value is on Western Michigan to win the West at plus 225 to plus 275. There it is. And for an outright winner, Western Michigan is between plus 500 and plus 750. Kyle Jack, our MAC expert, is on Western Michigan for the upset. He's looking for a great improvement from Toledo this year. He believes in Toledo. But Western Michigan, he has the Broncos going 8-0 this season in conference. And he's taking this team in the West and to take it all. That is the Western Michigan Broncos. By far the most experienced lineup in the MAC. Says, I find it difficult to not see them playing for the MAC title game. The key game is October 5th at Toledo. The winner of that game should go on to win the West. There are some concerns. The leading receiver, Jaden Reed, transferred. And the fourth leading receiver, Keyshawn Watson, left for Appalachian State. On defense, 13 of the top 14 tackles are back. The pass rush needs improvement. But Western Michigan is the spot here. Returning quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and O-line. Western Michigan is the spot here in the MAC from our guy, Kyle Jack. Now, I will be bringing these spots up, and I will be bringing up Kyle Jack's full breakdown as we move into the season. But having an expert like Kyle Jack means so much to us in the show. If any of you guys are watching this right now, and think, man, I could handle a conference for the low baggers, please let me know. Please do that. Please jump right now. Okay, that is Kyle Jack's breakdown. And when you look at it from an outside perspective, seems like Western Michigan has the most value. Western Michigan, they are ranked, if you look at a national ranking, 75th, 9 spots less than Toledo. Bowling Green at 91, Northern Illinois at 93, Kent State, that's opening up this Thursday action at plus 24.5, is ranked 100. Western Michigan with the most value. Thank you, Kyle Jack. You are a good man. Thank you for your care and your fight and your effort for us. Okay, let's move on to WNBA right now. Feels like you guys are already talking about it. Let's get to work. We have Ski Profit in the house. We have everybody ready to cap this WNBA card. And because of my work on the Audible, I did not have time to do it. So I need this chat to be live. All right, Mercury Liberty. Taurasi has been cleared to play, but she still has to deal with her suspension. Mercury opening at -6. They've stayed there. This total opened up at 158. It's now 159.5, 160, 160.5. Bovada has it up to 162. This market does not know how to handle this spot. Also, can you pop up that WNBA record quickly, Rafa? And this was very much helped by our very own Ski Profit in Miami. Gave me 2 easy winners on the +1. AM says, do you need someone? Oh, yes, I do badly. We need that. AM, could you please help us with that? I'm copying and pasting that, AM. Yes, we need people to cover conferences. Guru, don't forget what you said about the Pac-12. I need you to handle the Pac-12 for us, Guru Sports Bets. I need that very, very badly. Here we go. I'm going to copy and paste that right now. Copy and paste. Okay. Ski Profit says, this is the toughest game for me. Not applicable says Liberty upset. Liberty upset. And we know how good these dogs, home dogs, have been. Kyle Jackson is always happy to contribute. Guys, hit me up on Twitter. I will be posting Steam Mac plays every week, along with weekly leans and full team breakdowns at wagers_Kyle. Kyle Jack. And Kyle Jack, you're great on video. Anytime you get a chance to shoot a video for us, we'd love to air it on the show. Thank you for all your hard work. Farshad Sami says, Jimmy, I never saw you with the Patriots cap. No, you have not. Oh, perfect. AM says I got you. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay. Ski Profit says, I don't want to back Liberty without Asia Durr. They've been terrible. If he has trouble with that game, and there's not a lot of people on it, although people liking the Liberty as a home dog, I get it, how home dogs have been hitting. Let's move on to Aces Fever. Aces Fever. And there's DJ Big Boss with Mountain West. I love it. Mally Mal saying fade New York. Let's move on to Aces Fever. We've already seen Ron Crawford liking the Fever at plus 7.5. We talk about how well home dogs have been this year. We have the Liberty at plus 6. We have the Fever at plus 7. Let's see when the market move. This total opened at 159. It's now 162.5. There's Ron Aces. Says Aces a lock, not so fast. And Danny Almendera is saying my lock WNBA is New York Liberty versus Phoenix Mercury first half over 80.5. Wow, interesting look, Danny. I'm going to copy and paste that. And Ron Walsick says not so fast. Third road game in 5 days. Taking Fever first half money line and plus 3.5. Interesting. And Ski Prophet says I take the over or points with the Fever. Wow, interesting. Very, very interesting stuff from Danny and from Ski Prophet. Okay, well, the first thing I've seen is Ron Walsick say Aces, a lock, not so fast. Then we have Ron Crawford saying take the Fever, and we have Ron Walsick on the Fever early. We have Ron Crawford on the Fever late, and we have Ski Prophet said I take the over or points with the Fever. Raven in the Desert says under in Fever. What has not changed here is everybody backing the Fever. Is that a double up spot? Plus 3.5 and plus 7.5? I think it is. My first action on this WNBA card. First half. See what we're getting point spread. First half Fever, a plus 4. There's plus 4s on the board. Plus 4 at 5 dimes. Plus 4 at Bookmaker. Plus 4 at Heritage. My first move, Fever. Fever, first half, plus 4, minus 110. And then my second move will be, okay, sorry, just taking a look at what you guys are saying. Farsha saw me on the Sun. Okay, I'm going to take full game Fever on the spread. Full game at plus 7. Plus 7. And, wow, look at the Pinnacle's just about to drop this to 6.5. Bookmaker already has. The Pinnacle has the Fever at plus 114. Wow. And Bookmaker now is a minus line on the 6.5. The best line for the 7 is at minus 105 at Heritage. I will be taking it. Fever, full game. Fever, full game at plus 7 at minus 105. All right, book it. Book it. Okay, Guru says the only thing I need from someone is send me the full season win totals and conference odds to win. I don't get those at my book. I'm sure I could find them somewhere. I only got national title odds. Guru, I am on it. I will get you that. Got to copy and paste this from my guy Guru. Okay, let's keep capping WNBA. I want to keep hearing everybody's looks here. Eddie Oler says Jimmy's got the Beaver Fever. You are right. I do. I'm chock full. All right, next up, Sparks Mystics. Sparks opened up at plus 5.5 and now plus 7.5. People liking the Sparks tonight. I've seen a whole bunch of people liking the Sparks tonight, yet there's been a 2.5 point move towards the Mystics. The Mystics may be the best team in the WNBA. And wow, got up to 8.5. Wild. Okay, so at Pinnacle, this opens up at 7:24 in the morning, Sparks plus 5. Within 1 minute, they're plus 6. Within 9 minutes, they're plus 6.5. Wow. Then at noon, they get to plus 7. Then the Sparks at 2 o'clock get to plus 7.5. Then at 3:30, they get to plus 8.5. And that's when the buyback starts. The buyback starts. And now we're seeing the Sparks at plus 7.5. Not applicable like in the Mystics. Ski Prophet that Sparks 6-1 straight up last 7 at Washington. Mally Mal likes the Sparks. Russell Gordy says stay off totals in WNBA unless first halves. They run out of gas in the third and fourth. Raven in the Desert liking the under in the Mystics game. Raven in the Desert backing the under in the Mystics game. 400 says the best bet is the Sun money line. Storm can't score. They have at least one 12-point quarter. I'm going to copy and paste that right now. Not applicable backing the Mystics here. Is this too much? Is this too high of a spread for the Mystics to cover? If Ski Prophet's liking the Sparks, Ski Prophet says Sparks not as great on the road, but I think it's too many points. Ken Dorsey says Sparks money line. Ken Anderson says bet the Sparks. Mally Mal liking the Sparks and the over, but Red Girls leaning towards the under in the Mystics game. All right, let's take another look. It gets up to 8.5, and then there's buyback. Right now, you can get them at 7.5. Is that too many points for this LA Sparks team that's 6-1 over their last 7? I will take a shot with it. I will take a shot with a plus 7.5. I'm getting minus 105 right now. Also, this Sparks is now up to minus 109 at Pinnacle. I'm getting a minus 105 at Heritage and 5 dimes. Here's my next plus line. I'm on the LA Sparks. Full game at plus 7.5 and minus 105. All right, we're doing good work. Chat's leading the way. Now I have Chicago Sky, Minnesota Lynx. Chicago Sky, Minnesota Lynx. Let's go to spreads and totals here. Sportsbookreview.com. Wow, like the Chicago Sky playing better and better and better, dealing with injuries, but still playing better and better and better as we get to the stretch drive of the season. This total opened at 164.5. It's gone up 4 points, up to 168.5. Minnesota Lynx opened at minus 2.5. Now they're at minus 3 or minus 3.5. I've had a very, very tough time fading the Sky. I've been losing. It's my biggest spot where I'm losing. Kyle Jack says Euro Syndicates on Sky, Aces, and Mercury. Sky, Aces, Mercury. Kyle Jack liking Sky money line. Muhammad Joma says 7.5 seems way high for a hot team. Red Girl on the Sky over. It's too late for me to do that as there's been a 4.5 point move. Gerald Martinez liking the Lynx. Pink Eye Genie says make sure to get the game second half Mystics, especially if they are down. And Ski Prophet says Lynx should feast in the paint. Chicago allows the most points in the paint in the league. Ross Stradamus says Washington won by 29, lost by 17 in 2 meetings at LA this season. Gerald Martinez says Lynx know how to beat the Sky, to take it inside. I like backing the Lynx at home. I want to back the Lynx at home. Mally Mal says Lynx. So we're having a lot of people coming in on the Lynx. Larry Savage is just on the WNBA money line. I'm entirely sure what to do. So we have not applicable on the Sky. The Sky being the bane of my existence, but people liking the Lynx. Ski liking the Lynx. Mally Mal liking the Lynx. Gerald Martinez liking the Lynx. Ski Profit got 165 on that over. He beat the spread, beat the move. All right. I am jumping on the Lynx at home. Nervous. Teddy B says Lynx first half is the only spot I like. Thank you, Teddy B. Nice to see you, my man. First shot of time, he says, I feel like 7.5 is too high as well. So he's thinking 7.5 is too high in that Mystics game. And we just saw Bet Online move down to a 7. Bet Online moved down to a 7 in the Mystics Sparks game. Interesting. All right. I'm seeing a minus 3, minus 115 for the Minnesota Lynx at home here. Wow. And Teddy B says, Jimmy, the Lynx have covered 6 of the last 7 first half against the Sky. Ken Anderson on Minnesota money line. Ski Prophet says Lynx 9-1 straight up last 10 at home versus Sky. Pickle says Sky very underrated team. I agree. I'm going to jump on the Lynx minus 3 and minus 115. That is available. That is available at Bookmaker. All right. You guys are doing a great job. I'm just using you and you guys alone to put money in my pocket. Eddie Euler says Sky are 11-4 on the road. Ski Prophet said Lynx 8-3 against spread last 10. Russell Gordon said Jimmy Braves down to minus 180. Yeah, those of you on the Jays should be licking your chops. I mean, the Braves are a tired group. Now we get to the Connecticut Sun at Seattle Storm. Do we back the Sun here on the road? It opened at a pick'em. Now it's a Storm at minus 1. This total has sat at 150 most of the day. It's now 149.5 for both Bookmaker and Bovada. And Ross Radamas says, and yes, Teddy B, the Braves line is dropping. Let me give you facts on that here in front of me. Yes, let's see what Pinnacle's doing with the Braves line right now. No, not at Pinnacle. Not at Pinnacle. It's pretty much stayed where it is. But from 3:03 p.m. today here, so from an hour and 30 minutes ago, it's gone down 11 cents. Ski Prophet says Storm or pass. Neil Money got Mystics 5.5. Nice job. Joe Martinez says Storm. And Ski Prophet says, hell no, Jimmy. Never back Connecticut on the road. Russell Gordy says the Storm. Ski Prophet says Storm or pass. I wonder what Ron Walsack says about this. What was the spot we said? We had someone saying about the Storm earlier. Let's see if I can get it quickly. Here we go. Oh, I can't find it here. I can't find it. But Danny Almendera is like in that New York Liberty Phoenix Mercury first half over. Can't find where that Storm note is in the chat. I can't find it. Ski Profit, Connecticut, 1-4 against spread last 5 for Seattle. Mally Mal saying, I hate Connecticut. There it is. Gerald Martinez says, Sun cannot be trusted. Storm have played the Sun tight. They should pull this one out. Everyone's saying Storm or pass, but Russell Gordy saying Seattle Storm in capital. Ski Profit said Sun lost 7 of last 10 road games. 7 of the last 10 road games. Wow, I'm surprised that I'm going so big on this WNBA card. Ski Profit said Storm 10-5 straight up at home. Kyle Jack says, I'll put a video together for you, Jimmy, for week 1. Just being mental at work. Kyle Jack, that excites us very much here. Remember, camera horizontal, and we love it. Kyle Jack capping out of South Africa, the MAC conference. How awesome is that? Mally Mouse says, Storm always shit the bed in the second half. Let's see what we get here with this Storm spot. Okay, here we go. Down to the Storm. We're going to go to money lines. On the Storm, money lines. And on the Storm, they open up at plus 120. They're now minus 125. A huge move on the money line for them. What about the spread? The Storm opened up as a pick'em. They're now minus 1. Okay, I'll take that. Getting minus 1 and minus 105 at Heritage on the Seattle Storm. Minus 1 and minus 105. Ross Dama says, Storm looking to avoid the season sweep. Gerald Martinez says, home court will help the Storm pull this one out. And sorry, Mally Mal saying the Sun. That was my Sun always shit the bed in the second half. Okay, Sun always shit. Okay, I'm going to take the Storm at home at minus 1 and minus 105 to stop the season sweep. Wow, Bookie Love Q says KC Royals owner in negotiations to sell the team right now. A's blowout. Wow, and Ski saying went up to plus 3 then to minus 1. Wild. Absolutely wild. You know, I'm not going to Bookie Lover Q, my guy, whom I had the pleasure of hanging out with in Miami. Great guy. Got Bookie Lover Q for life. I'm not going to make a move on the A's after they scored 19 runs yesterday. I'm just not going to make a move. And 28-4 games over 150, lean over, says Ron Walsek. Leaning over. I just can't always trust. Let me just go to what the movement's been on the total here. I just can't always trust either of these two teams' offenses come crunch time. But I guess I understand the lean there. Okay, that's my WNBA action brought to you by the Low Bag Chat and by looking at the market moves. I'm on the Fever first half plus 4 minus 110. Fever full game plus 7 and minus 105. LA Sparks plus 7.5 at minus 105. Lynx minus 3 and minus 115. And Storm minus 1 at minus 105. And there it is. This has been a very difficult day. Very difficult day, man. Dealing with a little bit of insomnia after my Miami trip. Not on the sauce. And it hurts. Farshad Sami says, I'm only on the Sun plus 1.5. That's it, win or lose. Wow, okay. Thank you, Farshad. That scares me. Ski Profit says, Leche. Before I deliver a Leche, please welcome to the show, straight from Miami, a week in Miami. Please welcome Freddie Fortune. Oh, there we go. Freddie, welcome.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm not good.
You're not good? Why is that?
No, my life sucks now.
Why? Is that because you're comparing your life to what it was like in Miami?
Yeah, I came back to this shitty country. I mean, Costa Rica is fine. Do you know what's the problem with Costa Rica?
What is the problem with Costa Rica?
Costa Ricans. You get right into the airport and everything sucks. You don't know where to go. Everyone makes like ugly faces to you.
Ugly faces, yeah.
Yeah, they're like this all the time.
Yeah.
So it sucks being here.
Yeah, I had a lot of friends in Miami.
I made some friends in Miami too.
You did, and I saw you and Larry were getting closer. Was that just for show?
No,
You guys are becoming...
we're actually getting closer now.
That's
I don't
nice.
know why.
Oh, I don't know.
We
why.
had to sleep in the same room for a week, so
You guys were sleeping in the same room.
yeah.
So you guys banged each other a couple times. Get the anger out.
No.
No?
We don't have man-to-man relationships. Just friendship.
Okay. Man-to-man friendships.
Yeah,
Sure.
like you and I.
Yes, we have a man-to-man friendship.
Mm.
Okay. Interesting. Larry Savage says that Freddie got fingered in Costa Rica. Is that true?
Where?
There's only one place to get fingered.
No, there's a few holes. Please be more specific.
Okay, I'll ask Larry to get more specific. It's Larry
Thank-
Savage in the house.
Thank you, Larry
Okay.
Savage.
Larry, if you could just be a little more specific.
You always say funny stuff to me, but it doesn't affect me anymore.
No, because you have great strength.
Yeah.
Boogie Lover Q says Freddie actually a cool human.
Thank you. I met the guy on Monday.
Yeah,
He's great.
he's a great guy.
He drives a fucking great car.
Does he?
Yeah, I saw him. I was with my binoculars on the parking lot.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
That's creepy. Flick My Bick says man-to-man friendships with little anal play. It's all right.
Yeah, you always need to say no homo. That's like the rule.
So you a little anal play and then say no homo afterwards, and it's fine.
Yeah, I didn't do that, but if you say no homo, there's nothing wrong with it.
Interesting. Okay. Raymond's in the house, getting here a little late, but perfect timing.
Who's Raymond?
It's none of your business. He doesn't want a man-to-man
So why are
friendship
you
with
talking about
him. He's
him?
my friend.
Oh, well, talk about your friend when I'm not here.
Okay, good idea. Good idea. Okay. Freddie Fortune.
Yeah,
Talk to me about your action on
kabaddi.
Kabaddi.
Yeah,
Kabaddi. I've
it's
heard
like
you.
it's like professional tag.
I've watched Kabaddi live in Toronto.
Really?
Yes, I have.
Well, this is Indian Pro League, but
Indian
almost
Pro
the same thing.
Well, we have a big, culture we have a big Sikh culture, a big East Indian culture in Toronto, and I've seen Kabaddi live in action, but I
Oh.
don't know how to cap it. You do.
Yeah, I mean, I discovered the sport like 3 hours ago, so
3 hours ago.
yeah.
Well, that makes me not want to hear you play.
Oh, okay, so I don't give my play?
No, you can't discover a sport 3 hours ago and give a play out on the show.
Well, I will give it anyway.
No, you can't. You have to know the sport.
My play is Kabaddi, India Pro League, Bengal Warriors over Tamil Talaivas at -106 at Bet365.
All right, I'm going to pay no attention to your play. I would prefer if you know sport and cap it.
It's
like
a
you
joke,
did.
man. I wouldn't come into the show just to make you lose money.
So you know Kabaddi.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
my
don't
mom,
say your mom's Kabaddi.
she's not a player, but I guess she would love the sport.
All right. Raymond, no worries, man. Thank you for joining us. Okay, can you repeat your play?
Yeah, Kabaddi on the Indian Pro League. It's Bengal Warriors over Tamil Talaivas at -106 at Bet365.
When's this game go off?
It's on the 28th.
So
Tomorrow, yeah.
Okay.
I like to say numbers out loud.
All right. There he is. Freddie Fortune, fresh off a lucrative Larry finger bang in his Miami hotel room.
No.
Giving us his Kabaddi play of the day. All right.
Do you like my Golden Girls shirt?
I reckon.
Great.
Okay, I'm on Fever first half +4 -110. Fever full game +7 -105. LA Sparks +7.5 -105. Lynx -3 -115. Storm -1 and -105. And since I've just been really focusing on the chat and our best cappers in WNBA chat, I've been doing better and I'm now in plus units. That's why I was not afraid to make 5 plays here on this card.
Big
for,
balls, Jimmy the bag.
For baseball, though.
Do you
baseball.
carry your balls in your bag?
For baseball, I'll carry my balls in your mouth if you don't shut the fuck
Oh,
up.
that's
Pirates first 5 plus
That's very
126.
funny.
Thank you. Pirates first 5 plus 126. I'm on Pirates first 5 plus 126. I'm on the Indians -1. Brian Auble says, who the hell is this guy? Indians -1.
Ask your mother.
I'm on the... Oh, that's the Twins game, White Sox. I'm very scared. Very scared. Raymond, I did not. I got it worse. It went 3 cents in the opposite direction.
Your
3 cents
voice
in
is
the
all
opposite
good
direction.
now.
I'm on Rays first 5 plus a half and plus 105. Speaking of it right there. Then I'm on the over 13.5 -102 Red Sox Rockies. I'm on the Diamondbacks Giants over 8.5 -102. I'm on the Rangers Angels first 5 under 4.5 of -103. And that, my friends, is today's MLB action. Let's put a bow on this bad boy. You want to give a leche?
Yeah. Do you
Alright.
know what I loved about Miami?
What?
Will Capper's leche.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, can you deliver one? Let's get out of here.
Leche! En los bookmakers!